like maybe no music, so you just hear the helicopter like, and I'm like Metal Gear. Oh, I'm Metal Gear. Poo, 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 like that. So I'll just not select a music song, right? You know, in the helicopter, and I'm like shooting down from the helicopter. And and the swoosh swoosh, and people on the ground like, oh, that's Metal Gear. Herring is very nice. I love herring. Haring.
Haring.
Haring. Haring met de uitjes, weet je. Dan eet je gewoon to become a pro esport player.
Oh, I'm sorry. I did not mean to laugh that loud.
Why? Why is that funny?
No, nothing. Nothing. It's
no.
not fun. No.
Yeah, I like being an idiot. Like I don't care. I don't care. Same for amnesia. I don't know what happens. I'm an idiot.
Composition.
Third.
It's weird how excited she is, right?
Second. I don't drive a car. You know, when you go in flying and you hear like hey, hello. Hey, hello. Let's see. I don't know what it is. Hello, healing. Why did I hear chicken? What? What? Why was there a chicken? I know the chicken sound, but I don't understand why there's a chicken. That's from like an old layout. I don't know. Let's see. Let's check the triple check. You know, you got your 1. You know, you got your 2, and then also 3. The stream is on. The mic on? The mic is on. And I have my tea. Good. So let's see. Yeah, well, I think that's it. It's working. Hi. Hello. Hope everybody is having a nice day. It's 7 p.m. over here. Oh my god. 7 p.m. And today is the day where I finally don't fall asleep on my couch around 6 p.m. So, you know, feeling energetic, had a very nice day. Thanks for asking. You know, it was a chill day. Today on Wednesday is my work from home day. So that's kind of chill. I love it. You know, 2 days at on location and 2 days at home. Yeah, just have meetings, you know, calls, some talking, a lot of listening. Requires some energy though, but you know, feeling good. Actually went on a run this morning. You know, it was like 8 a.m. I had already had my cup of coffee and I was like, let's just go, man. Let's just go for a run. And then, well, within like 200 meters, it started like raining like crazy. So it was wet and cold after like not even a minute. But that didn't stop me. I kept on running. Just tried to, you know, kept trying to escape the rain. Wasn't fast enough. So maybe next time. Yeah. Tea check. Here's the tea, and you know, here's a check. There's actually some mint tea. There's more in it, but it's just you know, fresh mint tea. Mm. But you know, as seasons change, you know, after time, also the tea that I drink also changes. You know, like the summer, it's kind of like the mint, and then for the cold days, I am mostly, you know, really into the like the ginger tea. Like it, it's hot. You know, it warms you up. It's also healthy, I guess. That's what people say on the internet. That is healthy. It doesn't matter what you look on the internet. You can just type in pizza healthy question mark, and then you know there's like a website that says like, yeah, pizza is healthy, but just don't eat 10 pizzas at a time. You could say, is mayonnaise healthy? And it's like, yeah, it's healthy. So just type in whatever, like, is it healthy? Healthy. Is watching streams healthy? And then probably there's a website that's, you know, goes into detail why watching streams online is like an healthy thing to do. I'm too close, I know. I fucked it up again. What is that? That's the other monitor. Shoo. Unprofessional. Pizza healthy only one time every 2 without fat cheese. Yeah, you know. There's some healthy ways to make a pizza like. It's not as I think I was telling a story, and then I started talking about the healthy stuff, and I kind of forgot what I was saying. So it was probably not that important. But yeah, like a healthy pizza, I think you know, it depends on the toppings, and especially like the cheese is the kill. Is the killer. That's the number one killer on the list of killing the healthiness of the pizza. Like the cheese is like, fuck it, here I am, cheese. But yeah, you know, I tried some like not the dough kind, but like they have this. It's always on the stream. We talk about pizzas, and I don't know actually how to call the doughy part, so I keep calling it like the doughy part. But you got the pizza, and you got the bottom. The doughy part, like you know, there's some other options out there as well, where it's kind of like a mix between like the dough and let's say cauliflower or courgette. You know, some like more vegetable. You know, those things are also pretty nice, and also often quite. You know, you would think like, oh man, that's gonna be soggy or not like with a real bite, but often I have a decent experience with the, like the healthier doughy bottom parts. But yeah, like the rest, it's all about like what you put on a pizza, right? Tomatoes, some onions, some olives. It's all good. It's all good. Pineapple, of course. Some mushrooms, you know. Some paprika, pepper, like bell pepper. Paprika, bell pepper. Now I need to think. Like bell pepper. That fruit is called a paprika in the Netherlands. Just a paprika, but then it's bell pepper. You know, I don't know, somewhere. Always forget it. This time I didn't know. But I think it's bell pepper. Bell pepper is paprika. Paprika is bell pepper. You would think like, oh, is it actually like a pepper? No, it's a bell pepper. It is a pepper though that has blown up. I don't know, man. Let's talk. In French, in French we call it pavron. Pavron. I don't know if I should do that. Pavron. Poivron. So no confusion. Poivron. Poivron? I would say poivron. That's not it, man. Let's Google. Is it Google Translate? I always forget the site that will actually pronounce the word. Has been useful on many occasions on the stream. It's not Google Translate. Before you continue, well, I will sign in, dude. With chili pepper, piment, and poivron. Piment is the chili pepper, piment, and the poivron is the pepper. What? Now I'm confused. What? Well, how do you poivron. Poivron. I am definitely not trying to do like the accent, but it's more like I'm trying to search a way on how to pronounce it. So I don't want to offend anyone. My apologies, but it's just
Poivron.
Poivron. Poivron.
Poivron.
Poivron. Poivron.
Poivron.
Poivron.
Pepper.
Pepper.
Poivron.
Poivron. And did you try Sable? Sable? No, I installed Sable in the thingy. But I also want to listen to the Le Piment.
Sable.
Sable. Sable. Sable.
Sable.
Sable.
Sable.
Sable.
Sable.
Sable.
Sable.
Sable.
Sable.
Sable.
Sable.
Sable.
Sable.
Sable.
Sable.
Sable.
Sable.
Sable. What was the other one? The chili pepper is piment. Piment. Is it spice? Pimento.
Piment.
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 Piment. Piment.
Piment.
Piment. It sounds like piment. That's against DOS, I think.
Piment.
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 Piment. No.
Piment.
Piment. Sometimes I press play, but I actually hear something else.
Chili pepper.
Chili pepper.
Piment.
Piment.
Chili pepper.
Chili pepper.
Piment.
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 Piment. J'habite. J'habite. Non, je m'appelle Safa. J'habite à Nederland. Piment.
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 Piment. Peba. Yeah, right. That's the one. When I was learning French, when I was cool and a little kid, when I was young, and still had all my hair, I had to learn French. And actually, all kidding aside, I was very good at it. I was very good. All at nines. All nines. German sucked at it. English, better than French, but all nines. And then, at some point I was like, oh, fuck it, man. And then, nope. Out of the window. And the only thing that stuck with me is saying, je m'appelle Stefan. And j'habite Pays-Bas. Healing. I see stars. I think the yes, links are disabled. Same with you in Dutch. German, never really had a good understanding of like speaking German. I can hear German, like I can listen to it and kind of like decipher what people are saying in German. But that's why I always have this phrase with me like, ich spreche keine Deutsch, kannst du Englisch sprechen? Danke. But German, no. But if someone were to talk German to me, I would go like, I get it. And I do often get it, but it's more like bits and pieces of what someone is saying. I will try to put a clip. A clip? Clip. You made a clip. Thank you. Dutch is Nederlands. Indeed. Dutch is very Nederlands. Yes. Speaking of very Nederlands, I just ate a croquette. A vegan croquette. It was very nice. And the I think in Japanese you would say like I think like ego ga dekimasu ka? I think something like along that line to say like do you speak English? Maybe. It's been a while since my pronunciation is always like very bad. Even in Dutch, like I'm Dutch, but I often like misspoke, pronounce the words not correctly. German is Duits. Yes. German is Duits. From the Deutschland. Ego ga dekimasu ka? And then, in Dutch, I'm just like, could you talk a little bit slower? Like, kan je wat langzamer praten, zodat ik het ook begrijp? That's what we say in Dutch. Right. Video games. Video games in Dutch. Like I'm here to teach people talking Dutch. That's my duty over here. So video games is videospellen. Videospellen. I'm not gonna write it down and show you how you write it. It's just so whenever you're in the Netherlands and you want like are looking for video games, just ask waar zijn de videospellen? And then when they answer, you just go bedankt. Videospellen. Sometimes real link funny translation of paybar in French means country low relative to sea level. Right. I think I heard that before. That's kind of, well, that's educational. Thank you for that, for sharing that. Again, I think I'm all over the place. Videospellen. Waar zijn de videospellen? Indeed. Where are they? Let's look for the video games. Got a controller. I got a game to play. And I know people love it when I switch from PC games to console games. But we're gonna play a Nintendo 8-bit game. No, not even. That's a lie. That's a lie. We're not gonna play a Nintendo 8-bit game. We're gonna play a game from around that era, though. So for everybody that's looking for the next generation graphics and me solving puzzles. Speaking of puzzle, like that DLC came out from the Outer Wilds. Kind of curious about it, but I think it's too early to jump in and play that DLC. And I actually do want to hear from people if that DLC is good. Malambo, yes, is low country because quite a big part of the Netherlands is below sea level. Yes. I think the chat is fantastic with providing actual facts. So thank you. It's very educational. I think you know, if I weren't gonna play a game, I would rename the stream to like a Dutch educational stream. Yes. Where we explain everything about the Dutch. Everything. Even the bad stuff. Yes. Not today though. Not today. I haven't made a presentation. So, speaking of games, I hope people are gonna like this, but I was in the need of playing some Metroid. Yes, indeed, Metroid. We played on the stream some, and also we finished Metroid. Hey, Metroid, how are you doing? Like NES Metroid? No, I finished NES Metroid on the stream. Already did it a couple months ago. Nintendo 8-bit, Metroid Sable. No, didn't like it. Uninstalled. Very buggy. Might be a good game, but later on. No, it was very buggy, and it just didn't feel, except besides like the bugs, it didn't really feel like a good experience. And the bugs were like a big part of that, but I don't know. There were I definitely like the look of that game. You know, with the I like the look of the game and some like the audio, but just the like the UI navigation and how like the dialogue system works and talking like to the NPCs. It was just not really thought out. Like it didn't feel good. Like talking to people when I don't want to delve too deep in it, but it's still a little bit like why would you do this? I don't know, man. It's difficult to do that stuff. But you get like a quest, then you talk to someone, you get immediately like the dialogue for the quest, and then you can close it. But then you start the actual dialogue with the people, and there's no way to close that dialogue. You can only close it by selecting an option and then listening to it, and then you can close it. Like it's these little things where you're like, just let me close the dialogue, or remind me about the quest, or have the quest description within the dialogue tree, and then do it from that. And then that happened with everybody in the town, and it's just like a little thing, but I think they you know, to some extent, I got some like Death Stranding vibes, and Death Stranding, you know, I need to talk about something. Wait, what am I talking about? Yes, I didn't forget. I was talking about Metroid. I will get back to Metroid. Sable. Sable. Cut to clips. Commercial break. Sable. Yes. Like it's there, but it doesn't. It didn't feel it didn't feel okay. And then, you know, there's this moment where you kind of leave that first place, and then the music like fades in, but that felt just kind of weird as well. Like the transition from that, like you know what they're trying to do. You know, in Death Stranding, you also have those moments where when you walk and suddenly like the music, you know, starts, and then you see like a big ass city like in the distance, or something like of interest. And then you like in Death Stranding, you really have that like, oh wow, fun. Like it kind of nails it, or that's my experience. And in Sable, like it kind of feels like they're trying to do the same thing, but then it just doesn't like feel like, well, I see what you're doing, but I don't feel it. So it's something is not really connecting. And then I drove around a little bit, and I didn't like that landscape. Like it didn't see like that place was like really alive or something. Like no one or nothing was really like moving. So it just felt a little bit lifeless. And I don't know if that's like the purpose of the game. Like in Journey, you have that, like no one is there, but here and there you see someone pop up. But then it feels a little bit different. And with this, like as a nomad and having to, finally leave your base and to explore and then get into the land and don't really see something like in the beginning, like, oh, I need to go there. Like, I don't know, man. Then it didn't feel like an adventure. So sable means sand in French. Oh. Wasn't there. Mimitrus, don't worry, you didn't miss much. Well, thank you. Okay. They didn't make more. Okay. I get it. Mimitrus, well, you're not booting up Sable again. No, you're not wrong. No. Again, like I like the look of the game, and I saw, it was not, on Twitter they were very active from the start of the development, like showing like what they were working on, and that was fun. And I don't think it's like a bad game, but, or I haven't played enough, but I'm kind of like, no. Yes, you need to make choices. Maybe because I've been playing Nier Automata for the first time. Nier Automata is very good. I like playing Nier. I also, at the time when Nier came out on the PlayStation 3, I was already like, oh yeah, good vibe. Speaking of good vibes, let's play a game. Let's play a game. Let's play some Metroid 2. Yes. Getting back to Metroid. Didn't forget. Metroid. I already finished Metroid on the NES on the stream a while ago. After that, played some Super Metroid because I wasn't able to play like Game Boy games on a stream yet. Now I am though. So we're gonna check out some Metroid 2. Return of Samus. She's back. Yes. No Metroid Dread. I'm not important enough for review copies, dude. Not important enough. I keep mailing them. They're like, nah. Game Boy. Yes. And yeah, I also wanted to play some Metroid because of Dread coming out. I'm excited. Yes. Yes. I'm excited, but often I'm not a fan when something is stalking you. So I do wonder, that stalking thing with the robot. I hope that like it often occurs like in a trailer, like you see it quite often, especially with the latest one. I think they just want to highlight it, and I hope there's like enough downtimes that it's just for like short sections. Like if it's the whole time, then I'm kind of like, nah, not the remake. That's impressive. Well, only impressive things happen on this stream so far. For example, I'm just gonna mention it because Mimitrus is in the chat. For example, finishing Sekiro and killing the boss, the final boss, within 50 minutes. Some impressive stuff happens here. Sometimes. Killing that dragon in Dark Souls 3. I want to say something with an M. Payme is in chat. Look out. Metroid, you should look out for Payme because Payme can ban you. Payme has mod powers, so you need to look out. The Payme, thank you for your artwork, kind sir. Here's your payment. Also, Metroid is a massive doxer. Unlimited power. Oh, that's unlimited power. Thank you for the payment for the artwork. I made a... Can I show it on the stream and then I will go to the game? Let's see. I'm gonna show. I made a drawing. I made a drawing. Not over spider. Not over spider. Don't worry. Not over chicken. Stealing font colors. Right. I think there it is. I made a crow. Raven, not a crow. Well, is there a difference? Raven. Why? Crow. Why did I say crow? What's the difference between a crow and a raven? A lot. I don't think I did a proper research. Ravens are smarter. I know Odin's voice. Yes. No, that's an exter. The Payme, an exter. What's an exter? Is that a raven? Magpie. No. No, an exter is not a magpie. Yep. What? Magpie. What? Crow. What? That's a crow. That's black. Raven. Almost the same. Almost. Yeah. Way bigger. Well, I can see that on a photo. Well. I searched for ravens though. For you know, to make this, I actually looked for photos of ravens. I didn't search for crows. I just misspoke on the stream. Like I actually did research on ravens, and then you know this came out. I'm very proud of it. It was 12 minutes. 12 minutes, I think. I like it. It's the best work ever. Best work ever. I also think it's true art. Speaking of true art, listen to this. It might be a little bit loud. Let me know if it's too loud. Is this good? It's loud but not bad. Yeah. I think in the game it is kind of good. Or not that like there. But I was listening to the title screen and I just want to... I will play this game at some point though. Like I know this intro, like the theme song, but I actually didn't know like how it would build up. Like I know like the NES and like the Super Nintendo, but this one I never really like paid that much attention to it. And it's actually pretty damn good. Nice drawing. It looks simple, but it's super clean. Oh, right. The raven, right? Let's just listen just a tiny bit, because there are not like a ton of moments when you like leave it on for this amount of time. So you kind of that this part still a little bit quiet. And then you go, oh, that sounds good. It's kind of quiet, you know. You already know where it's going to, but I just want to, before I press start, I like that. Like, you know, how that... It's kind of like, fuck yeah, like Metroid. Look out. So Metroid, I finished this game once when I was a kid, and I remember it taking a long time. I still have my original cartridge from Metroid 2. This is also the dump of that cartridge. Just so you know, it's all legal. I only play games that I own. But yeah, man, I remember playing this game and getting stuck like crazy and just not being able to finish it. And it was one of those games, kind of like with similar to Faxanadu, where I was just like fixated on it. Like I loved it. I wanted to finish it. Like I want to learn it, but it was kind of like a frustrating experience. It was kind of tough. It's especially tough because there's no map. There's no map. None. Can I... Oh, I can fix this a little bit. Can make it a little bit bigger. Mulambo, a long time when we were kids can be quite short nowadays with no parents to limit game time. A long time can be quite short nowadays. Right, because you're not allowed to game that much. Let's make it a little bit bigger. Just a tiny bit. I think this should be good. Let's move it there. Super professional, man. Is it? It's Blinky. Blinky in the brain. No. Let's just... So yeah, the tough thing is there's no map. You know, there was no map in Metroid 1. So I don't have a map here. Like I was just thinking, like, let's just play it and see how it goes. And otherwise, you know, with Metroid 1, I actually had like a map on the second screen. But the goal is to find the 39 Metroids. Like that's in a display down the bottom. I already have the morph ball, which is nice. Don't have the bombs. But it has been ages since I played this, and I played the remake though. That was like a good remake, like on the 3DS. I like that remake. That was good. But you know, when I play this, I'm not like, oh, I remember this part now from the remake. But I don't know. I was in the mood to play some Metroid. You know, play a retro game for change. You know. I think that is what I was saying. Like, don't expect like next gen good graphic. You know, good between quotation marks. Like, don't expect something like next gen on the stream right now. I know people want that. I don't have to collect the that stuff. I think I need to go here. Do I already have missiles? I actually do. We got the missiles. It's like when you kill a Metroid, like a part of the world opens up. Was that the progression? I think it was. I think. Just dodge everything. Just go. But yeah, man, I remember playing this game so many times on the Game Boy. It's actually, you know, for like the Game Boy, like it controls pretty good. That's the thing that I first noticed when, you know, booting it up again. It's just how the game actually feels, and it feels like responsive, and that's a big difference when you compare to the NES one. There's the Metroid. I like the music as well. Oh shit. The Metroid is killed. So now it says like 39, 38 below there. But no map. So... So yeah, now it shakes and then like a new part opens up. I think that's the thing that you do every time. And well, should I keep track of a map? No. Let's just explore. Let's just see like how far you can get. I'm able to remember all of this. Yes. Lambo, that's pretty neat graphics for Game Boy. The deep black helps. Oh, for sure. Yeah, like it helps with the environment, and I always like how you know, with the NES, and also yeah, to some extent like with the Game Boy. The limit. Thanks for the follow. I like how, you know, with Nintendo bits and also other, you know, on other consoles, but how black is actually used to, you know, show things like evoke certain shapes and like shadow, and how this is just used in like the creating the art. I like how that's used. Let's just move to the right. But this game moves. Save. Press start. Good. That was actually a big question of mine. Like, how do I actually save? This time I should not forget that I need to go to the menu first before closing the console, because otherwise I will lose progression. Was there like water here in the beginning? And now that's gone. I think that's the case. But it feels smooth. It's a smooth game. Let's just move down. Oh no. Oh no. The thing is though, I do remember some parts from like Samus. Is the remake actually called Samus Returns? I think it is. But for the most part, I forgot about this game. Like I don't quite remember like the bosses, and aren't just the Metroids not like just? Well, no, there are some bosses. There are some bosses. But it's actually auto fire. Is there? Yes. That's me cheating. And also what stands out to me with this game is just the large sprite. Like Samus is, you know, big on the screen. It's a big difference when you compare to the Nintendo 8-bit. Oh no. No, don't pick up the health. You don't need it. Well, I kind of need it though. Hey yo. Hey yo. I need to focus. Some serious platforming. It's gonna be difficult to keep track of like energy tanks. Like, do I need to bomb a lot of things to get energy tanks? Or I think you actually see them. Like they're not... I don't think they're like hidden behind blocks. I think... Let's go up. Always go up. I think. It seems like they're like floating backwards. Ooh, is that, they did a lot of damage? There's also a big difference when you compare to like Metroid. Just how this level is laid out, because like... Oh man. Just give me health. You know, with the regular Metroid, everything was pretty straight on. You had some like you know, horizontal, no, vertical changes, but you know, here's just like a single row and then two there. It's a little bit more organic. It feels more like a place. Mutus discover System Shock 2. What about System Shock 2? Do I need to finish that run? Thoughts? I enjoyed it. Did not finish it though. I don't know why I stopped playing. It wasn't like System Shock. I keep trying to play it, and every time I'm kind of like, it's scaring the crap out of her. Yeah, it's a scary game. I like it. Every time when I play it, I feel like I make a little bit more progress, and then I stop playing. What's happening with the music? I don't trust this one bit. Feels like there's another Metroid. Oh, that's a good sound. Volume? I like the sounds. What happens when I die? Bomb. There it is. There's actually a pop-up that says what you picked up, which is also, you know, kind of, you know, new. It sounds like Link's Awakening on a GB. Yeah. A little. Got some missiles. I like System Shock, but I have the tricky thing, like they are working on sort of like a remaster, I think, or did it came out already? But I don't think like the differences that huge that makes me go like, oh, I should just restart again. I was looking at Deus Ex. I think that was in the weekend. But that seems a little bit like too much of an hassle to make that run like better on the PC. Like the menu is kind of not that great. Do I need to save? What am I here? Is this game impossible? No, it's not. It's not energy tank. There we go. Good sound. Was that sound in Metroid? I can't quite remember. There was for Deus Ex, there was this, and that kind of made it more complicated. There's this mod that quite a few people recommend, like, hey, like, you should try this because that fixes this, this, and this, and this. But it also fixed like patches, but also changed quite a few things, like based on the or like the AI, but also added new things. And then I go like, no, I just want to play. I just want to play the original game. I'm reading about it now, but it's still production. They haven't stopped. No, that's the weird thing with System Shock. Like, you got that System Shock, that's in development. But there's also a System Shock 2 remaster going on. And there was a System Shock 3, but I think that was put on hold. So it's all System Shock. Like different... I think there are like 2 different developers like working on System Shock. I think you got the Night Dive and someone else. Like now I don't know, like if I should... No, there's nothing up there. There's something up there though, and we could go up there. If you have patience. I need to find the rhythm. I'm just kind of kidding with this, but also not. I think I just want to know if I can actually get up there. I know I can if I know what to do. But I think when I get up there, like there's no way to like progress any further. I think the System Shock remaster, there was something about them adding like VR as well. Like this was useless. Just gonna say it. It was useless. A little. Yeah, it was useless. Although, there's another missile. There's another missile. More missiles, man. Yeah, now I do want to save though. Something else up here. But yeah, I should get back into System Shock 2 maybe again. I finished near Automata. Yeah, and I think did I also do like some like New Game Plus stuff? I think I did. I think I did. Yes, I think I did. I think I got to the like the true ending. I like Nier Automata. I think that's a fantastic game. Absolutely fantastic. Was the save point like here to the left or to the right? And the timing of the things there is nasty. I think the save thing was on the right. Let's go to the right again. The combat kind of reminds me of Returnal, especially the third-person bullet hell. Right. Man, every time I see like there's a sale going on on PSN again now. And then I'm like, oh, maybe Returnal is on sale. And then it is. But it's just 55 euros or something. I don't know. I'm like, no. Nope. No. Let's test this out. I don't see it. Oh shit, the menu is gone. A is back. I fucked up. Let's see. A is back in the menu or B? A? Oh shit, I fucked up, dudes. No, I got a save point. How do I... Like, sometimes I don't know how to get out of this menu. Select. It's definitely not for everyone. It's very much roguelike. Unlike Hades, almost nothing carries over when you die. Oh. I'm also not really in the mood for a run-based game, I think. Right, jump on this. Bomb this. Bleep. Let's just go in here, man. Let's just go. Did I already go in here? Nope. There's a lot of missiles. Aren't these just... No, they are not really similar to like they had since Super Mario Bros. 2. There's a missile up there as well. I think we should be able to jump that. Oh, I was just gonna say, if I timed this correctly, I would just like damage boost up there. Skills. I got this. I need some health though. Oh yeah, right. You got like the sticky morph ball. That's fantastic. I really like that. Have you tried Black Mesa? I'm playing it when Katse is using the PlayStation 5. Thanks for the reminder. I bought Black Mesa. Completely forgot about it. It's fantastic. Completely forgot about it. Yeah, I bought it. Did I buy it? Yeah, that was like €7. Well, of course, Steam is not responding. Nope. I think, yeah. Do you think, well... It's always like a bad question, like, do you think this is a stream game? Would Black Mesa be fun to watch? Like, there's some crazy stuff that you can do in it, of course, with the mines and like planning, but yes. It's also not that long, right? I bought it to play it on the stream. Yeah, I really forgot about it. I saw something of it and I was actually like in the mood to play some Half-Life. Especially now that 1/3 of the game is new. Oh, they actually added like more stuff. What is this? Ice beam. I feel like I'm collecting a ton of stuff. I have barely used my regular beam. There's also no like select. I think this is always well, you can check this out, but I think that's just part of like this room. Mimetris, yeah, there are some areas in Black Mesa Research Facility that is new and sand is completely being redone. You won't recognize it. I saw some parts from that, yeah. It seemed like they did a good job. I like this game. I think. It's odd to play this though after playing that Samus Return one. What's the deal with this? It's not like you would see. I think I had to go to. I need to go to the left in the wall. Maybe next stream, hint hint. I don't know what to do with that hint. That hint is either like, hey, it would be funny if you play this on the next stream, but also the hint is kind of like, hey, listen up, dude. Like, here's an hint. Metroid 2 sucks. Unbelievable. It's a good game. No. You said... Mimitruts, maybe install in the background? Maybe next stream. Hint, hint. Hey, listen, I see that you're not doing anything. The garbage still needs to, you know, needs to be put in the garbage bin. Hint, hint. You love Half-Life. I know. Half-Life is decent. I like Half-Life 1. I like Half-Life 2 as well. Am I walking back again? I am. I'm not gonna say I'm an idiot. Whenever I start to stream and I let the clips roll, it's just too often that I'm saying that I'm an idiot. I need to stop saying that. Like if it's true or not. Like I shouldn't say that. I'll be waiting for you in a chest chamber. Hint hint. Save complete. I'm hungry. Hint hint. That would be really annoying if someone, you know, would go, would do that every time. I need some help. Hint, hint. No, I'm bored. Hint, hint. I'm hungry. Hint, hint. I'm gonna walk back. I need some health. No. No. No, it's a trick. Where is it? It will stop because you got the ice beam. Just need some energy. Yes. Hello? What? Is the enemies empty? Oh, this is a better spot. I love it when enemies disappear from the screen when you scroll away. Hey, oh! Fuck you, fuck you. Let's leave. No, I need your health. I actually need... Gym weirdos. Okay, sir, I need to understand how did you manage to grow full beard? Okay, sir, I need to understand how did you manage to grow full beard? How? The trick is not... How? What? Is this a full beard? This... I saw videos for you on YouTube. Oh. Those videos. Oh. I get it. Your beard was patched, but no offense. No offense taken. Sometimes I look terrible. The thing that I'm... let's see if there's some photographic evidence. What is cover.png? No, don't open that. His beard is patches. Like, did you use some kind of oil or something? No, I do, you know, use some oil and some moisturizer here and there, but I just take care of the beard, you know. It's important that there is like unity. You know, it's respect from both sides. You know, I don't yell at the beard and the beard doesn't yell at me. I don't know, there's no trick. Sunlight, sometimes sunlight, sometimes. But this is not the longest that this is short beard. Like, I saw a picture today and I was like, holy shit, dude. Well, like, that's a beard. Like, dude, that's a beard, man. Yeah. They're selling the RTX 30 series card at Best Buy. Oh, no, wrong. They are selling RTX 30 series at Best Buy today, but I refuse to line up 4 hours outside in the rain at MSRP. Dude, just don't go wait outside. Just don't. Isn't your colleague not able to get one for you? Here's a Metroid. Gee, weirdo, by the way, thank you for I think there was a compliment for the beard. I don't know. I will just take it as a compliment. It's just yeah. No, you can only get reference cards. Oh, right. I don't think I will let the beard grow that much longer. It's just once food is getting caught in there, I'm like, no, don't wanna with it. And even that is super rare. He signed up for that waitlist like 9 months ago, right? It's kind of crazy that it's still difficult to get a card. Because I thought at some point this year, like the prices actually returned to normal a little bit, and like the availability as well. You're not Gym Weirdo 19. Just don't understand why it's not going properly. Oh, that takes a time. That takes a while, dude. That beards are weird. I definitely, like at the age of 19, I definitely didn't have a beard. Look, I'm an old man. It takes some time. I fucked up. Nope. Fuck. Maybe it was people have been camping outside on the pavement since last night 7 p.m. in the rain, and the store only opens up 9/11 the next day. That's crazy. It's crazy. Let's just do this. Let's you're scaring me, so let's take care of you. Someday I will learn the timing. Like, this is very easy to do. Shit, I keep rolling in that section though. And I think I will just get stuck in there. I am never gonna wait. Well, I'm not making a promise, but I don't think I will ever wait in line again for something to buy. Never gonna do it. It must be like hella good for me to do that. And I don't think I could do it, like to wait in a line like a night before. Nah, man, like I need my sleepy time. Yes, here's the best part. Most of them won't get cards because there's only a few stores in each region. Most of the people that are waiting in line are scalpers and miners. Would you rather pay double the price? No, I would just wait. Holy shit! Bad situation. Health. Good situation. Metroid dead. After all these years. No health. Good. Would there be like an energy tank here? Maybe? 37 Metroids to go. Here we go. Let's just bomb this. Like, it's easy to say, like, don't get it. Some people need a video card. Some people might be stuck with a broken SPC and are not able to do anything about it. But then, no, I kind of like, I'm gonna take that back a little bit, because if you want like a 3070 or 3080, like, there are other options if you just need it. But who needs something like that? Like, really? Although the other cards, like prior version, are also expensive, right? I don't get it. Just wait for the card. Like, just wait. Just wait. I need to save. I don't know, like, if you die. Oh shit! Oh shit! No! Fuck me. That's bad news, people. That's bad news. Yeah, I'm just waiting until things go back to normal. However, some people can wait since they are using 900 series cards, or they are don't walk. Building new PCs is Bitcoin's fault. It's just a bad time, and most people gave up on buying GPUs. Just a bad market. It's a bad market. It's probably gonna last for a couple of years like this. The shitty thing though is, like, hey, if you I need some health. Yeah, like the shitty thing is, like, if you do need it for work and you're stuck. Like, if your PC breaks or your car fucks up, like, what do you do then? Like, what do you do? So it sounds like a thing, like, if your car is, like, fucked up, like, repairing or, like, service is probably also, like, pretty, like, slow. News is now it should be over in a few months. Ethereum is moving away from proof of work in Q1. I don't know. What? I don't know. Ethereum is moving away from proof of work in Q1. That's what people say on the street. Like Bitcoin did. I don't know. I don't know much about the cryptos. The only no, that's don't mention NFTs. Don't mention NFTs. I'm not gonna talk about NFTs. Well, I'm telling you, it's confirmed. Thank you. So far, again, this has been a very educational stream. I think for everybody that is watching. I couldn't care less about crypto. I'm just giving info for my gamer friends. Thank you, man. I appreciate the info about the Bitcoins and Ethereum. And not the NFTs. I'm just gonna try to collect some health because I think if I die, actually, like, dies in Metroid. At least there was this, like, that was a lot of damage, dude. In Metroid, there's this... what is in Metroid? You die, but you just checkpoint. You just go back to a checkpoint and you don't lose progress. That's what I was gonna say. Hey, all you need to know is this. Mining won't be using GPUs for long and chipset production has been increased. The problem should be solved soon. Thank you. Let's get some more health. I just want to save the game. I need to save this game. Look at how much fun we're having with Metroid. Look, if someone is gonna start talking shit about Metroid in the chat, there's gonna be some bans. Hint, hint. Just a hint, hint. The Payme is always watching. Like a sneak attack. Someone in ban. Metroid 2 sucks. Ban. Within a second. How old is it again? Well, I am 37 years old. Like all quality. It's like a fine wine. I don't know how old Series is though. Metroid, like NES, was 19 86. I don't know. 87, 88, maybe? You missed the previous message. Oh, wait. Mimitus, I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying it lacks quality. Well, what the fuck does that mean, man? I'm not saying it bad. It just lacks quality. I'm not saying this apple pie is bad, but it lacks quality. You don't want to hear that. Basically means I'm getting banned soon. Oh, the Payme is writing this, making an extensive report. We're gonna analyze it, and then based on that, you know, a couple of people will judge the results, and then it's gonna be a hard ban, a lifetime. 69, very nice. Let's go. I need some music, man. Oh shit! Another one. What the fuck? With myself. That's... The mods don't pay attention to subs. Everybody in the chat is equal. If you're like a sub or a mod or a VIP, although subs, well, sure, we take that into account. You know, you get some bonus points. Like normally we roll like a die. You know, if you get like higher than 4, you get banned. Non-sub, we use 2 die. That's the process. Do I want to go up? Can I go up? Well, not like this, idiot. Don't call yourself an idiot. There could be something. The sand goes back. Like, let me ask you this. Listen up. Let me ask you this. Like, if, well, I don't know. No, never mind. I'm not gonna answer the question anymore. Ruined it. No. Do I want to walk back? It feels like I killed a few Metroids on the right side, but I don't think anything happened. But I also don't feel like going back. Do I need to go back? Did I feel like I want to walk to the left first and actually save. But getting back up here is also sort of shitty. Alright, well, let's just go. Let's just go. It's fine. It's fine. Let's go back. Let's go back. Let's just jump. Let's just please go. Now you got me wondering what the question, what's the question? Well, no, I forgot. I will ask the question. It's a silly question. And the thing is, like, the question, you would only hear like, yeah, probably. Like, yeah. Now I'm making too much of the question. And I know if I tell the question and people are like, is that it? Like, why didn't you ask it? So let's forget about it. Let's drop it. The more I think about it, the more crazy the question is. Crazy. Let's go here to the right. I love exploring. I still want to know what the deal with not okay jokes in this space game you were talking about. Let's see. Let's see if I can pull it up. Red Edge. It was something that I found rather soon, or it was Bread Edge. Why, right? Bread Edge. Is it here? There's just there was even though aside from that, quite a few or like some reviews mentioned like just the vast amount of jokes and just regular jokes, but also kind of like what did I do? What did I do? So now I wonder if I'm probably able to let's see. Well, there's some I know this is kind of weird, but let's see if I can find it. There are some posters in the game. Like I'm not gonna show it on the stream, and I don't want to like spend too much time on it. But there's some posters in the game, and apparently they actually did change the posters to be less offensive. For the headphone, yes, it's just left and right, and that's it. I think that's just a stylistic choice for this headset. That's it. So there was this poster, and it was kind of like something like okay, I'm just gonna read it. These are not my words, but there was this poster, and I think this is like the older version. I'm just gonna not read like the full sentence, but there's like a poster, and it shows something, and it's kind of like the first sentence is like, remember this game tries to lean into like edgy humor. A poster with the famous superhero Mr. Lip Dart. So when I read that, I'm already like, fuck off. Like, what are you doing, man? And then it says like, oh, it's like propaganda against sexism, racism, and other isms in all its glory. So it's kind of like making this weird statement about, oh, it's lip dart and then propaganda. So they're like kind of poking fun at it. Like what? Like what? And there's this, it's just, I don't want to say that's kind of like that description. Like if you want to be funny, that's just stupid. And there's some, the poster, like that's the part that I can't explain very well. But it's translated because the original game is Russian, and the meaning, like what the actual thing says in Russian, is something like sort of also offensive. So it's hard to explain. But just that text, libtard, and then say making fun of like, oh, it's just another poster about sexism and whatever. Like, why? And then and then there's also like stuff, and I kind of get it, but here's something like that's kind of lost in translation for me. Like there's this sentence about quoting, just watching a video. The player looked at like a poster from Mass Effect, and it shows like Shepard, and then there's this dialogue. I've heard that Captain Shepard is a woman, but I wouldn't want to check it. So it's kind of like, what? Like, oh, I don't want to check it. Like, what are you saying here? And I think there's some text before it, and then if you add this, it's kind of like, what? What are you doing? Like, why? Like, I've heard that Captain Shepard is a woman, but I wouldn't want to check it. Like, what is being implied here? And then it's like with the other poster, and just like there's edgy humor overall. And there was also, I think it was yesterday, like someone else was also checking out to play it. There was this review from IGN, and that review, I think it was from IGN, also mentioned there's just so many jokes, and they're not a good. And also the game started out as a survival game, but at some point it turns into something else, just like a more like a straightforward linear like adventure game, which sounds interesting, but it's being sold as like more like a survival game. So that's kind of also, that didn't seem like interesting to me. So with those shows, I'm just on like even like there's something of course like lost in translation because it's in English, and like it's from Russian to English, so that's why I'm kind of find it difficult to talk about it. But if you read it, you're like, I don't know. And then also the jokes in games are tough to make. Like, then I started thinking about like Borderlands, and that's just cringy as fuck, man. Fuck off. Like, I don't like it at all. It makes me think about like Borderlands, and that's already bad. And then you have this like layer on top of it. I'm like, nah. I'm like, nah. It's just dirty. It's just like nah. So apparently in the game they patched some stuff out, but then you're like, you made a conscious decision to add this in the first place. So now you're just fixing it, but it's still like that smell is still there. Good on you that you fixed some, but even the fixed version is kind of like, I don't know. And I'm just like, I don't want to, no. And then also, the bonus is reviews are bad. Like, so it's one thing, another, and then I'm like, no. Maybe it's just when I thought things couldn't get worse than Randy Pitchford in games. Yes. That Randy, man. That Randy Pitchford. That's the character. That's the person. Did I walk to the left? Let's just explore a little bit more. So I kind of that makes sense when I say like, no, I don't want to check it out, and I just don't like the jokes. I feel like if you read it, like there's some like it's tough to talk about. But it's just a little bit problematic. And I'm like, fuck off. He thinks he's a Hollywood celeb now. Well, buying the ponytail of like Penn and Teller doesn't make you friends with Penn and Teller. That's just the thing that I'm gonna say. And who wants to be friends with Penn and Teller even? Who loses a USB disk drive at medieval times that contains like company information and also has some questionable stuff about photographs and whatever? He does because card tricks. Oh no, he bought like the ponytail of like Penn and Teller. I don't know who's the one with the ponytail normally, but he owns the ponytail. I'm walking back again, man. Uninstall. Sad to say, I need to uninstall Metroid 2. It's over. It's too difficult. Too difficult. No, I will install Black Mesa, but I tried adding it to my favorite list so that I don't forget it. But Steam is not loading. Let's just walk to the left. You're kind of enjoying this. Good. I'm also enjoying this. I think it's a good. It's an enjoyable game. I need a save point though. And if I don't pay enough attention, fuck. I think I should have explored the right side a little bit more before walking back. I'm sorry that I have to do this. I'm walking back. It doesn't feel right because we destroyed a couple like Metroids there, and I think I should have found like another one over there to open it up. We're close by. Just find a shave point. Yes. Let's go up first. I like the nasty, like the ambient, like the sounds in the background. I think that's fantastic. Like there's not even like music playing. It's just like the ambient. It's good. It's a tricky thing to do. So we have been here. We could freeze like these dudes. What I could try and do. I'm not gonna. Nope. I'm not gonna bomb. Let's save. There's actually a save point. See, I have a memory of like that area to the left where I kept trying to either jump up the walls with a bomb, but also my memory is that I was trying to bomb, like destroy this floor. So now I don't know if that was actually the thing that I had to do, or if I was so fixated on it, on thinking that this should be destroyed. But I don't think this is like a destroy-y bit. I don't think that's the case. I feel like I'm talking way too much. If I am, don't let me know. Just let me talk. It's better when I talk, because otherwise I will just tell shitty jokes. Or feel the need that I need to tell a joke, but I'm terrible at telling jokes. Terrible. I don't want to go in here. I feel like I need to go down. Shitty jokes? Well, the thing is, like, I don't know any jokes. I feel like jokes, jokes haven't evolved anymore. It's more about telling stories that might be funny. Like there's no, like when is the last time a knock knock joke, you know, was designed, was made? I think 100 years ago. You can tell a funny story. You will try to summarize. Keep it clean. This is a clean stream. Always has, always will be. Except, no, there's no. Do I want to bomb like the floor here? No, I need to go back to the jungle. That's that famous line from Lost. We need to go back to the jungle. I think it was actually then, like here to the left. See, that's the problem when you walk back. You need to find a way back first. Mimitrus, my dad owned flying pigeons when he was 15, but then he went away to a boarding school and would only get home on vacations. On vacations. I like the setup. Oh shit, that's a bird. So there's this. Did I jump on that on that thing over there? I think I did, right? That was kind of like, nah, there's nothing there. Maybe luckily there was a guy down the streets that also had flying pigeons, so he asked his mom to give it to him. I don't think there was anything here. I could explore. I think I picked everything up that there was to pick up. Right, there was something else, which is very important for the stream. What is important is that, well, we talked about like the analog pocket, like for Game Boy Advance games, and sadly, as expected, that thing got delayed. Otherwise, it would have come out like in a week or two. But no. Delayed. They're saying December, but I don't think it's coming out in December. So let me reread this from the start again. You know, for the people that just tune in. Here's a story by Mimitrus. My dad owned flying pigeons when he was 15. Then he went away to a boarding school and would only get home on vacations. Luckily, there was a guy down the street that also had flying pigeons. So he asked his mom to give it to him. He came down on one vacation and his birds were still there, and his mom said she didn't get the time to give it to him yet. The next vacations he got home and the pigeons were finally gone. Intriguing. As flying pigeons came down on vacation, came back. Like, hey man, I'm back. Where are my birds at? Bird up. And his mom said she didn't have time to give it to him yet. So the pigeons were not transferred to the other pigeon person. The next vacation he got home and the pigeons were finally gone. So who fed the pigeons during the first vacation? Mimitrus. That afternoon they had lunch and the Italian lady across the street burst into the front door saying, wow, I would never have believed this chicken pie was actually pigeon pie. Mom or dad was eating his own pigeons. That's fucked up. That's fucked up, man. That's terrible. He didn't speak to his mom for almost a year after that. Was it? Oh. Was it the fault of the mom though? Why am I here again? Or is this... what? Oh no, I looked around. I looked around, pay attention, dude. Apologies for not paying attention and reading the chat. I think the chat is important. Without you, it is only me, and I don't think that nobody wants that. So thank you, chat, and thank you, Mimitrus, for providing the story. Mimitrus, he couldn't get rid of the pigeons and saw an opportunity since they got really fat from feeding them for months and not flying them. You gotta fly those pigeons. There's this, oh fuck, I'm here again? This is the ice beam, dude. Where's the jungle? Where's the jungle? I don't know. Fuck. Because of the ice beam, I forgot. I had such a good joke. Forgot it. Where is jungle? I don't know. Where's the jungle? Right. Question. Here's the question that I didn't want to ask because it was kind of stupid. I was just thinking, like, how would people react? And I kind of know the answer because people are making these kind of games. But how would people react if you were to make like a game again, just with the same kind of like tiles? Like it was because of that sand bit. Like the sand is just like squares. Like, do people still accept that? Like, if you make like a pixel game, just like the squares, like that, it doesn't feel like a part of like a bigger thing, but it's just like pop, squares gone. Like that's still okay, right? If you do that, like I don't know. But I was thinking about it, like, if you were to make a game just kind of like this, just like this style base, like no fancy pixel art, just some simple tiles, because there's not a lot of tiles. If you pay attention, there's not a lot of differences between the tiles. But for example, like you see that brick tile, like in my mind, like people expect like you make like 100 variations of that. Of this tile that I'm standing on, because otherwise you're just lazy deaf. You're lazy deaf. You only made one tile? Lazy deaf. So I'm thinking like, I need to make 10 variations. Yeah, like simple cell, but just like a tile base, more like this, like just the simple squares. You know, like this bit here, like there's you could make like a variation where it just like ends, where it feels kind of like I just have this edge here that's kind of like rounded and maybe disappears like a little bit like in the background. But the ear's just like 1, 2, 3, same tiles. Depends on the game itself. The game is very good. It's a very good game. Look at Untitled. Yeah, no, I'm not. I'm talking about just the way how the levels are designed, you know. I never played Untitled, so I can't speak of Untitled. Never played it. There was this slight moment last week where I was like, oh, let's boot up Untitled for the stream, and I was like, no. I need to find the jungle. Gameplay all and always will be. I know it's cliche, but it's true. Wise words. Gameplay all. And good pixel art is of course fantastic. But you know, it's just squares. Like I'm digging it. But here, okay, here are two. You got the left one and the right one. That's it. I'm in the jungle. I think this is the jungle. I need to find the Metroid. I think that stuff is later for the with the sticky morph ball. Let's drink some tea, by the way. Have I been here? Yes. Rimworld is one of the ugliest games you've ever seen. You know, weirdo, I was a Sony fanboy in the past, but I opened my eyes the moment I played The Witcher. It's really more than graphics and level designs. I think they just announced like Witcher, like season 3 on Netflix. It's about story, music, world team, and a lot more. It's about emotion. Let's jump in here. I want to go to the left. There's the morph bally. There's the spider ball. Love it. There you go. Spider ball is fantastic. It's such a good ball. How do I actually enable it? Is it timed? No, it's you press down, then a spider ball, and look at this. Look at this. This is not an easy thing to make. I think this took a lot of time to actually, you know, to make, like, just... I don't want to think about this. Like, just having that movement along the edges of, like, the tiles. I just... like, it knowing when it moves away from a corner and, you know, at that accuracy, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. I kind of feels pointless looking at games that are that big and skill. There are a few takeaways for an indie dev. Yeah, maybe like the first Witcher, you know. With the first Witcher, when, you know, they weren't that big of a studio, right? Like, when that one came out, I actually don't know. And this spider ball, you can actually drop, you can drop bombs. Which makes it more and more difficult, though. Let's just go up. See, that's the problem with this game. Like, you wanna check every little bit. How do I move? To the right? Nothing here. Let's look at successful games that were made by tiny teams, and when I mean tiny, I mean 1 and 3 people. That's tiny. Sometimes it's kind of weird because now I'm pressing right, then it moves. But now I let go, and if I press right, it actually goes right. Then I move. Actually, then I press the direction that I want to move into. Well, problem solved. Action Verge, yeah. How's the reaction on like Action Verge 2? It seems that game came out and also sort of went. No. It was lukewarm. That must be so difficult. I think it might have done well, you know, in the end. Like even with that, like lukewarm, it might have. It probably did well. But that feeling of having to make something like that, this is tricky. This is tricky because I don't want to be too close to the explosion. Hey! I think mostly because we have so many platformers, and unless you introduce something revolutionary, it will be hard to stand out. You know? It's an incredibly competitive genre. I don't think there's anything here. It's kind of, sometimes I feel like I'm getting stuck on, you know, it doesn't want to move because it doesn't know if I want to move to the left or up when you're like near a corner. I don't think I need to do anything crazy over there. Let's just do. No, I can't just jump on this dude. And then what I could do is morph and actually go. Like that is why this stands out to me, because, you know, these corners are kind of like, you know, not full tiles. They're just like 1/4 of like the tile, like the corners. Like that's not something that you see a lot. Not in Metroid, but also not in this. There's speaking of Metroid, there's a one of Cam. It's that. I killed the Metroid. If I have to think of how many games are the same as Stardew and has the same quality, I'd see maybe 3, maybe. But Metroidvania games probably 20. Ah! Yeah, maybe. Let's move this way. Is this something? Just need to know. I need to find out. I need to find out. So we killed a Metroid, but no shaky. No shaky. Like Axiom Verge. I never finished Axiom Verge. I don't know why. Only on PC and Switch. I liked what I played. Hello Night was pretty good. Never finished it. Fuck. Assholes. I'm not trying to say people should not make Metroidvania games. I'm just asking, what are you adding to the formula that is missing? A different kind of story. Yeah, maybe other type of ways to deal with like enemies. There's this. Wait, what is this? Is this? If I go right here, is that with the? That's this place. That's this place. What I want to do is maybe go to the opposite end and then. And then I crawl spider my way up. Spider. I'm sorry for mentioning spiders, Mimi Trots. My apologies. I don't think there's anything here, though. Well, no, there could be something, but I think we're met with some spikes. The tricky thing, though, is like you lay a bomb, but if you go fast enough, you actually don't see if you... see, now I'm stuck on the corner. The game fucks up when you're, like, when you stop on a corner. It doesn't know... It doesn't know if you... If I'm stuck on a corner there and I move to the right, I think it doesn't... It expects me to go up. Or it might, like, maybe flip in between. Like, every time it switches up. Let's see if we can just continue. Yep, we did it. I think this is one of those situations where, like, man, almost, and then you get to the end and it's like, no, this is just this place again. Don't stop on the corner, man. Do not stop on the corner. Ooh, I think that's just a refill. Let's go. 35. We killed 4? Did we? No, we killed more Metroids. See, now we're just at the opposite end. I'm gonna do this though. What do I want to do with my life? Let's just go to the left. Because this was actually a new area. What was that beeping sound? Was there a beeping sound? Maybe it was my phone. I don't know. I think we're gonna look for a save point. And then save the game. I think that's the thing that we need to do. Or we could... Let's go down and see... Because I actually missed the jungle again. Because that was not the jungle. This was the place with the rockets, right? And don't worry, Scarf, I will play your Resident Evil when it's finally released. Thank you. Thank you. You'll play it. You're not buying it. It's, I can read between the lines. I hear you. I'm gonna move. I'm gonna move. I'm gonna move. You'll buy, thank you. On like a shady Siddiqui side. I hear ya. I will buy it. Hint, hint. I'm kidding, of course. I'm kidding. If a fan out, banned for life. Then I will just make a Mimitrust edition, and the first thing that you see is just a picture of patches, and all the menu options are patches. Patches are about adding more patches to the game. That's my anti-copy system. I fell down. I fell down and I didn't do anything about it. Will you self-publish? Yes. Yes. Had some talks with publishers, and you know, there was interest. But that makes it a little bit too serious and too complicated to such an extent that I don't want to deal with it. Like, I don't need funding. You know, of course, marketing is a big part, but I think there's other ways to deal with the marketing. And I am not gonna talk about like what I have in mind, but I don't need a publisher for marketing. Like porting it to consoles is something that's not on the list right now. Focus is just PC, and that's something that I can do. I don't wanna. I know when I hear stories about like the more like the indie publisher, it just sounds a little bit like hell. And I don't want the deadlines. I don't want to deal with the deadlines. And the thing is, like, it was 2 years ago, I guess, or yeah, almost 2 years ago when I talked to some, and like at the time I would have said I need a year, but then COVID started, and that kind of, you know, changed a lot of things about my life, about what was going on, not just COVID, but also other things, which is like a and then you would then at that point I would be stuck with like a publisher that actually wants something from me, and I think if I had to deal with that, I no. But if your game is done, then it's not complicated. The problem is going to a publisher during development. But that's why I'm saying, if you don't like the deadlines, why don't you approach a publisher when your game is done? Only bug fixes and balancing left. It's kind of easy. I know what the beeping sound is. It's my laptop. My laptop is fixed, but it's in the living room. My laptop is bleeping. I don't know why. It's actually kind of simple. I don't need them. And this might sound arrogant, but my name is on it. It's my project. And I don't want a publisher to say, this is our game. I just don't want. Again, this is a silly thing. I just don't want. Like people say, oh, that's that publisher's game. No, it's my fucking game. I worked on it for probably for 8 years. So, you know, worked on it for like 9 or 10 years, like worst case. Like, it's my name, man. Like, I don't want a publisher to say like, hey, this is our game. Like, I don't want people to think that is that publisher's game. And I know that sounds like weird, but I'm like, I invested so much of my time on it, and to like, for some reason, maybe for the experience, because that is why I wanted to do it first. For some reason, to gain that experience, to deal with a publisher, like, nah, that should be for another game. Like, not with this one. This is just my first game, and I can do whatever I want. And if I were to tell also my plans for the game to a publisher, like, they would say like, nah, don't want to deal with it. My game, like, my name is on it. That's it. That's the experience. Publisher, another time, not for this one. I just need to, you know, self-publish is also like a very interesting experience, and dealing with all the stuff. And there's just this crazy fucking stuff with publishers. Like, you get these contracts where they say, well, you need to appear at like maybe some conferences. Like, you need to go there. If you don't do it, like, you get shit from us. Like, you hear stories of smaller teams need to go to PAX just to show their game because, you know, the publisher says so and it's in the contract. And they have to go to something like PAX in a time where, well, now it's not maybe an issue, but, you know, even during Corona, that they have to go there and show up, do all that work just because the publisher wants it. And, you know, what's the reason? You know, fuck off. Like, I don't want to deal with that stuff. Like, I work. I'm going on a tangent. No publisher. It's not a full-time commitment. I have other work, full-time work, and last year was fucking crazy. Don't want to deal with it. It's that simple. Yeah, I don't need the marketing. No. Mulembo, you just don't want to deal with their bullshit. Oh man, indie publisher contracts, you heard some scary stuff. Same here. I think it's very nice that more people are like spoken up about it, and also some publishers actually show their contracts. I keep forgetting the name of the publisher, but even when they're like open about what's in the contract, if you read the contract, you're like, that's fucking crazy, dude. You hear these stories about where they say something. I actually talked about it with someone this week about it. Read the story about how there's this clause. I think you call it a clause, like something that's in a contract, where the publisher like they give you money. You know, they give you money for stuff. If you know, and you set a deadline, and there's this stuff in the contract with some publishers that says like, well, we, just let's say, paraphrasing, like, just keep it simple, like, oh, if you fuck up something, if you miss a deadline, if you don't do what we say, if you don't change the game based, I actually have a story about that. Remind me of this. Siri, remind me. Like, if you fuck up, miss a deadline, if we give a suggestion for the game design and you don't change it, something, if you do something, if you move a certain way and we don't like it, we pull you off the project. Or if you're like behind schedule, like, we pull you off, we give the project to another studio, and you're the one paying for that. Like, fucking what? If there is anything that's fucking scary, it's when that is not really defined. Like, what do you actually mean with that? If you miss a deadline, like, how fucking terrible must it be to work on a project? It's your game, you work on it, you have a deadline, something fucks up, COVID happens, you're behind deadline, and a publisher sees that as a good opportunity to say like, nah, fuck you, pay us, someone else is gonna do it, or you need to pay money back. I actually, I can't go into specifics, but I had this similar thing where I was asked like, hey, do you want to join this program? And you will get a certain amount of money. It was not a lot of money. They had consultants, right? People that knew what the fuck to do. People that were consultants with a very bad track record or no track record at all. So barely no experience. Tried to search them up, and even they didn't say, hey, these are the consultants. But those consultants had the power. Listen, they had the power. I fucking hate this industry sometimes. They had the power to say there were these feedback moments. And they had the power to give feedback and say, we don't like this, you need to do this and this and this. If you didn't agree and you didn't do it, you had to pay the money back. And I'm like, fuck off, dude. Fuck off. Like, who the fuck is like the consultant? Who is gonna say that? What are they gonna say? Who's this weirdo? you know, if you're not transparent at that at all, and I need to fucking change it because someone else says it with no track record at all, and I need to pay the money back. Fuck off. Fuck off. Like, who would agree to that? Who? Imagine stealing your IP and you're paying for it. That must be fucking terrible. Like, also, that's with bigger publishers, right? Also, the thing that you hear, like, yeah, contract, and then, well, it's our IP now, and we're able to, I don't know the specifics, but able to make a sequel or other games, have the rights for a movie, have the movie rights. That's also a thing that's in the contract. Movie rights, TV rights, animation rights, all the rights for all the stuff. You lose everything. So also, why I don't do it? Because if I do it, I will do it right. And I'm not gonna sign a fucking contract just without looking at it. I need to hire a lawyer. I need to check it. I need to double check it. The contract that I will probably get, I won't agree to because I'm too like, I can't let it go. You know, like you have some ownership. Like your game is like your little child. You know. Also, don't want to deal with that. And if you open your mind about it, lawsuit. Yeah, like, because that's the reason. Man, you talked about the contract. Bye-bye. No, man, no, fuck off. Like, no, that shit, when you read it, and I love how, you know, there's some pushback to it. Like, smaller developers are actually talking about it. Although that has like cooled down a little bit. Like a while ago, people were actually more talking about it. And I think that was actually because one of the publishers like were more transparent about their contract. But that contract got that like dissected like crazy. I wish I knew which publisher it was. It was not like the Devolver Digital. It was another one, like a bigger one. You can actually check the contract. But then people were dissecting it like, you know, this contract actually says this and this and this. And when you sum it all up, you're like, no, please don't. Like, no. But yeah, people need to talk about it because it's a shady business. Also, there's just, oh man, just, also like a fuck up thing was like the marketing. They set aside like budget for marketing, and they can also decide on what it is spent, I think, in most cases. So that's kind of like a weird thing. Like they decide on what to do it, or if they do something at all or not do it at all. There was something about right, there's this thing, you know, this is a fucked up industry. To make that a little bit more clear, there was this thing, I talked to like a developer, like a very small team, and they were like with a publisher, and the game didn't do so well in the first week, even though it was a very fun game, but it didn't go so well. The publisher was like, we're not gonna put any energy into this, so fuck off. Like, we still publish this, but we're not gonna spend like more energy in this because the first week is sales wise terrible. So, you know, it's no longer a priority. We're looking for the next thing. So thank you and goodbye. Like, that's terrible. That's terrible. Game don't sell well, bundle with other crap. Yeah, like stuff like that, or just like yeah, no marketing. Like maybe tweet about it and that's it. Yes, not gonna name publisher. Yes, almost wanted to give a hint. Not gonna do it. I need a save point, man. I love talking about this, by the way, but it also kind of riles me up because I just wish, like I know the money is an important part of like this whole thing, and of course, like you need a publisher, but I just wish it would be a little bit less. I wish it was a little bit less like, we need to maximize our profits like crazy. Like, we're not happy with a little bit of profits, but we need all of the profits. We need all the money. And I wish it was kind of like maybe a little bit chiller. Like, yeah, we want some money. We have earned to get some money. But we don't need it all. You know why? Because you did the work. Thank you. I wish it was a little bit more like that. And I have a feeling it's not like that. Man, there's so many terrible stories. So many terrible stories about like publishers. It's frightening. Even with like payouts, like come on, man. Like it's a different story. I can stop talking about it. Just also the stories like publishers that are late with payments and they were not like transparent about. With some publishers, it's difficult to get data on sales. So you get like a paycheck, like let's say once quarterly. I think that's more common, not monthly. I think it's just at the end of the quarter, right? I think that's like, I don't have any experience with that stuff, but I think it's more like that. So they make sales, but they are responsible of like the storefront stuff. So you don't have the data. They have the data, and the question is, will they provide the data, and will they provide the correct data as well? So in the end, you're reliant on a publisher, and if you don't know the publisher well, the publisher can fuck you. Can fuck you. Finally they can fuck you. Like there were stories about like a publisher not being really transparent about it and not telling like the correct amount of sales, and just like not willfully saying, oh, your game sold less, but just like the end up tally was kind of like, oh, is this what's left? And it's kind of like just not transparency. Bad stuff. And it's your game, so you lose control of your product, your game. Man, that was a good question. I don't know. Why did we started talking about this? I need this checkpoint. Oh yeah, so that's why no publisher. It was about the joke about Horizon, right? Man, I don't know how people do it. I don't think I could. I don't think I could. I don't think I could do that stuff. I would rather make a game that's like almost complete. That's the dream, of course, right? You can fund your own game, and the only way how I'm able to fund my own game is by actually have a full-time job, and it's my time, but I do pay people for music. Not a lot though. Like the people that I work with are very nice, and they offered like a good deal, and it's manageable. But in the end, you buy stuff, you invest in it. Like besides time, that's something that I forget. So that's the save point. Let's check if it's saved. I hope it's saved. If it didn't save, it saved. Did it save? It saved. So that's weird. You don't get like you don't get you get a thingy. You don't get like a select. Let's turn it off. Hi. Me because I read one horror story of a guy falling behind schedule and he had to work 16 hours days to avoid a lawsuit, and they took his IP. Imagine working your ass off on something that isn't even yours anymore. Must be fucking terrible. I can imagine that happening. Like I can't believe like how that must feel. Like that's the same with, or like similar with Kojima, right? Like you made Metal Gear. It's a world that has been in your head for so long, and then it's suddenly not yours anymore. Like that must feel terrible. Like Mimi's, yes, he said when he fell behind schedule, they added a ton of extra work they wanted in the game. Free labor. That's also like, yeah, like they can put you in a very nasty position, maybe behind schedule. We give you feedback. You also need to do this. They can add it all up. If they lost faith, they can just like do that sort of stuff and then fuck you over. And that's the scary part of it all. Like, I'm not saying like all the publishers are like that, but that's the thing that you need to take into account when you want to do that. And you need to be fucking damn sure that the publisher has like a good track record. You need to check with people that, you know, have published or published their game through that publisher. You need to do your background check. And I think you need to triple check that stuff. Contract, man, I can't believe. Like I saw that contract. I skimmed it, and you know, it raises so many questions. And again, like sometimes in the contract it says there, and it's just more like also for them, of course, like if how would you say, like a safety measure, you know. Because also, like, a developer could also say, like, oh, fuck off, like, I got your money and bye. Like, they also need to have some reassurances, right? But the tricky thing is, like, when are you gonna use that? Like, you need to be specific. When are you gonna use this? When can you pull this off? And often it's described in such a way where, you know, the interpretation could be like either this or that or this or that. And that's why you need a lawyer to check it. It needs to be foolproof. But also, what a lot of people do and what you read is that they are already like happy, like a publisher wants to help out, and they say like, yeah, it's okay. But you need to negotiate. You need to negotiate. And I do think that could be like a cool experience though, negotiation. Because you need a publisher. But let's not forget, a publisher also needs you. Because they publish shit. And they can't publish shit if they don't have the shit. So they also need you. And if you have a product that they are interested in, you can talk about it. And I think I have a feeling, and sometimes you hear that, like some people are pretty good with that, but also some people are just happy that they finally got funding. Like, it's your game, it's your project, and they need you. And if that publisher doesn't want to negotiate, there are also other publishers. And I think that's, I do hope that someday I might experience that a little bit. Like that might be fun. That might be fun. Then I will just say no, 10%, not 15. I just want to sit at the table and say that no, 10. Already happy with the 15, but I just want to say no, 5%. You get 5%, not more. 5%, not more. And they say 10. And I'm like, gotcha. I want a 10. That's how you deal. That's how you make money. lowball it. And then, you know, free tip. Educational stream. Maybe some of those contracts, they recoup all their losses first, don't disclose numbers, and then take high royalties on sales after the period. Maybe if someone bundled my game with other games without my approval, I swear I will burn the place to the ground. Yeah, there was also this, I don't know the specifics, wasn't this like the Cthulhu game, like the city, the sunken city, like where the publisher kept publishing it also on other platforms and also removing their logo from it. Like there's also some shady stuff with that. Like they even after they lost the rights, they were like, nah, we're still publishing it. We don't care. Like, no, here it is. It's still here. And where the developer actually mentions like, please don't buy it. Don't buy our game on Steam because that's not us. Or The Nightmare of Bob Ross. There was a show about Bob Ross, right? About like the history. I don't know about the Bob Ross stuff. I saw something floating by though, but man, publishers and also game developers, both shitty. Is that like there was something announced for Netflix with the Bob Ross? Does that go into detail? Like, I don't know. I know Bob Ross. Watched it when I was younger. It does. Is it the good thing to watch? Because then I will add it to my watch list. Can I? Yes, but you will want to murder someone in a video game. You want to murder someone in Quake. You can't say murder. A murder in a video game like Quake. TOS friendly. Just murder people in Quake. Or in real tournament, also good. Or in real tournament. But rather in Quake. Of course, yes, of course, yeah. We're talking about, I know, we're talking about video games, but I just wanted to emphasize that a little bit more for the people that just tuned in and missed the whole conversation about video games. Just telling, like, hey, I know you just joined. To all the viewers out there, hi. Someday I will get more viewers. I never watch how many viewers I have. That's the nice thing. I always expect there are 0 viewers. Well, Mimitritz is sometimes a viewer. I always expect 0 viewers and then it's always okay. If I see movement in the chat, I'm like, oh, yeah, hello. Maybe like 50 people are watching. I don't know. It's fine. Don't care. It's for me. I'm enjoying this. Maybe I'm talking in the void. Hello? Hello? Just me. It's either this or just me sitting on the couch. That's it. And I'm on the couch. Hello. Hi. Hey, Mulambo. De oude waltz-expert. Speaking of video games, Metroid. Metroid, I don't want to end up like the McDonald's brothers. I don't know that story yet. Are you talking about like the clown? Are they like brothers? Are there like 2 clowns? Bob Ross. Bob Ross could cosplay as the clown. He has the hair. He could be very well like the McDonald's clown. Know where someone steals your company. Bob Ross couldn't even get a haircut even though he wanted to. Ah, yeah. Strong hair. Strong hair. Strong hair. So, I don't know what's up with Steam. I keep trying to... The Steam is just like, nah, man, don't listen to Mimitrutz about Black Mesa. We know you bought it, but just don't... I don't know what it is doing. Black Mesa. It just sometimes Steam just doesn't want to go to my library. Uninstall Steam. Black Mesa is already in your Steam library. Why did it? 28 gigs? Holy shit, man. Always listen to Mimitrutz. Sometimes listen to. Be wary of what Mimitrutz is saying. But listen, pay attention to Mimitrutz, listen, but be mindful. Be mindful. Mimitrutz says Black Mesa, install Black Mesa on C drive. Now, that's a lie, man. That's a lie. I'm not gonna install games on my C drive. On my D drive. It's always D. Not enough disk space available to run this game. Fuck off. Fuck off. Disk space required 28 gigs. Disk space available 25. I need a new PC. Uninstall PC. I installed a lot of games because I lost my Game Pass and I was like, I can't go to my library. I can't install. I will install Black Mesa. We're gonna play some Black Mesa soon. Sounds like a weekend thing. Yes, because PC storage like the iPhone storage if you run out, buy a new phone. Yes. Listen. I bought a new phone. Finally. And let me tell you. It's I think it's rather like a good an accomplishment. It's the first phone. Listen to this. It's the first phone that I bought after buying an iPhone 3G. The first phone I bought after buying an iPhone 3G. But I need to be real though. I had a phone also from work. That was a 4S. And after that I got a iPhone 6. So I've been using the iPhone 6. Not solely the iPhone 3G. Right? But I didn't buy the iPhone 6. So I didn't lie. From work, I'm still using the iPhone 6. And I also think that's also crazy. That's also crazy. The iPhone 6 was work and, you know, I used it for, you know, WhatsApp also, you know, because I owned the 3G. And I wasn't able to install WhatsApp, so I used it for like work though. But then I think it was last year where where I was actually using this one. Didn't buy this one as well. Got this from my brother. This is the 4. But I was using this one, but the battery is fucked up and like 50% of the screen is not readable. It's broken. You can't even see like the power display on it. Like this portion would just like black. So I just had it plugged in because the 3G started to bulge. Like it, you know, expanded. But I think that's quite an accomplishment. I was like, I'm ready to buy a new phone. I think that's a good accomplishment. Like I've used the 3G I've used this for free. Didn't buy it, but secondhand. I thought that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I'm actually very happy with that, because normally I kind of like this stuff, but with a phone I'm like, oh, I don't give a fuck, man. I don't give a. What phone did I buy? I bought the iPhone 13 mini. I was like, oh, you know, let's just go. I was like, YOLO, cash, always cash, no contract, because I already had a phone plan. And here's the funny thing: I have a phone plan without internet. So I think it's cheaper buying cash. I also don't want to deal with the contract. I have just a contract where I pay €5 a month for 200 minutes to call. And I use it on the Wi-Fi here, and that's it. I know it's crazy. Why do you buy that phone? But I kind of enjoy it. You know, a better camera, and I was actually amazed like how the screen looked and how smooth everything felt. Contracts are nice, but I just don't want to. I don't like the monthly payments. I don't know what it is. I just don't like monthly payments because it's all adds up. And then I was like, you know, fuck it. I will just buy it like this. I was first looking at like the iPhone 12 mini because it was somewhat cheaper. But I was like, nah, it's double the space. And let's just do this. And it's kind of nice to have a phone that, you know, I don't use it to watch like Netflix and movies on it and YouTube, and I don't watch TikToks. But it's kind of nice to have a phone where the battery is not like depleted after single use. It's kind of nice to have like a phone that has like a battery that lasts for a day. It's kind of nice. It's kind of nice. Maybe so that is way cheaper than buying the phone outright. Yeah, well, yeah, that's the point. Just don't want to deal with the contract. Maybe I have a deal with contracts, you know, reoccurring team. Don't want to deal with it. Don't want to deal with the internet stuff. Like I do have a contract that's already running with the phone number. And it's like a very cheap provider on a very good network. It's just like €5. And if I want to add internet, I just pay monthly. If I want to internet or erase like the thing, like I'm just able to flip that on the side. It's kind of nice, and I like that, you know, the freedom of movement. It's either that or paying like 40. It's either that or, you know, like it's either that or paying for €40 a month. So, and that's probably then for 2 years. So you end up, well, with the you know, the amount. I think it adds up. I think it's actually like cheaper this way if I think about it. Like I think, but listen, last time that I bought a phone was the 3G, so I don't know. Also, don't know much about it. Like I really don't care that much about phones. I like phones are cool, but yeah. My contract is 60 per month, but it's no phone, and I think it's 5 GB of data. Yeah. Milambo, last time I bought a phone, it was a 25 numpad phone 10 years ago. Still works 2 weeks autonomy. Pretty good to call and send messages. Contracts in Canada is a ripoff. A numpad phone. Numpad phone. Like, yeah, like that's fantastic. Like sometimes you just need it for call and like text. The shitty thing is only a phone with buttons, right? Yes. The numpad, like the numbered. I get it. To actually phone the number and tippy tappy to text. Still also have like a phone like that, like laying around, like my actual real first phone. Still have an iPhone 6 and not planning on upgrading anytime soon. Yeah, the problem that that is why I actually got it. The problem was with the iPhone 6. Sometimes like the battery life is pretty decent. Like if I just don't use it, like at the end of the day, it's like 80%, and then I just charge it up, at night, and that's fine. But sometimes it would just like if I go, I don't know, open an app, I would just see like the percentage just like tick down, and it's like, oh, 80, 79, 78. And it would just like, I would just like go down like crazy, and I'm like, fuck me, man. Like, what? And Scuff, I figured you for an Android guy. What? Why? The thing is, like, I looked at the Android phones. Because iPhone is so casual and expensive. Yeah, well, I don't like iMac. I like the iPad. Don't have like an iPad. I kind of like the watch that they do. I don't like the earbuds. That's all bullshit for me. But the phones, for me, right? Like I like some of the Android phones, but listen, I've used that iPhone 3G and like it was broken for the last couple of years, but I used it for so long, and I was actually still working. I'm like, if I use this phone like for 6 years, 6 or 7 or 8 years, like probably doable, then I'm cool with it. Like to me it's more like, okay, this is the price. Like, how long am I gonna use it? So, that means it's gonna cost like this much a year. Then I feel like, well, sure. Then I rather what I like to do, like I think when I was younger, I kind of focused more on like mid range. But I like to be final thing. Like in the last couple of years, I kind of experienced like the mid range. Like there's this like mid range, like high range. Like you got some like cheaper options or more the expensive ones. It's kind of like to be near that expensive like tier. Let's just call it that. Because otherwise you're not going to be satisfied with it, or within a few years you already want like a replacement. The same thing with the camera. Like I bought a mid-range camera, like a Canon, before I bought this one, and I sent that thing back like within a day because it was fucking shit. It overheat. The review said this is like a good camera for reviews, doesn't overheat. The first thing that happens when I turn it on for more than 20 minutes, it fucking overheats. I'm like, fuck off, man. That was like 600 euros. Like, I expect something good for 600 euros. So that's actually like, oh, that's mid-range, but it comes with a lot of like, well, it works though, but not really. So I kind of have more something, okay, let's just look at the high range and kind of like high range, but then like the cheapest option of the high range, and just go from there and see like, okay, how many times am I going to use it? Is it just for a temporary thing, or is it for like a long time? Then I'm kind of like, yeah, you know what? It's worth to save up some more money for that and invest in it and actually be happy with the quality. Then, be kind of like, well, it would be nice if it looked a little bit better. It would be nice if it was a little bit faster. It would be nice if it had some more connections. It would be nice to have this, or it would be nice to have that. I don't want to be in that position. I hate that. So that I don't want to go like crazy. Like you're not gonna buy that RTX 3090, but the 3070, 3080. Like you want to be there, because then it's gonna last for 6 or 7 years. The 1080, same thing, lasted me for a long time. Still use it. It still works. Still works. It was kind of expensive at that point, but I think like if you bought like a cheaper version, you would probably buy a new one later on and then end up with the same price or actually it being more expensive. Because they used to do this with processors, get the cheapest i7 you can find. Yeah, I did that for a while too. Although I had like that's the thing. Like I bought like the my old PC was the i7 2600K. That thing lasted for ages, and it's still actually like a pretty good processor. But it's so fucking old. But it lasted for such a long time, and then I'm like, you know what? That was actually worth it. That was actually worth it. And also with this camera, like yeah, it's a little bit more expensive, but I bought it last year. But like, how many times do I use it? With work, with meetings, for the streaming. I'm like, you know, worth it. Like, rather pay a little bit more extra than like, nah, like no. But you know, that's the thing. You're not always capable of doing that. But I think like, yeah, it's better to save up money, set aside for it, and then buy something that lasts a little bit longer. Shitty though if you buy something like that's high end and then breaks. That's the worst part, of course. Yes, I had the same processor, 2600 on Casca's PC, only replaced it a few months ago for a Ryzen. I think I did the same thing. I think I also, maybe I have the same processor. Yes, because I had the 2600 and I built a new PC and that was with the Ryzen. I think it was actually that one. I have a 3600? Do I? I actually forgot, man. Like it's on the profile too, right? Yes. Actually, you have like a cheaper. That's a cheaper one. Kind of works. You know, kind of works. It works. Just an old series, yeah, but still good, right? With that one though, I was like, because when I was gonna buy this PC, they announced that new range, and then I was like, well, I could also go for that, but then I was like, nah, this time though, I'm gonna focus on this because so many people are saying that's a good processor, and it will last you for quite a while. But then it was more like important, like, oh, if there's a new line, will I be able to use that on my motherboard? You know, and then you can swap it out. But that 2600K, man, that's a crazy processor. That's a crazy processor. It's still like a good one. If that was just a workstation for like 2D art, you know, just work related, it would probably last for another 10 years. Ryzen 5 CPUs right now are amazing value. Oh, I'm sure they are. Speaking of amazing value, I if I say so, like I normally don't compliment myself that much, but I think this stream was amazing value. This stream had some amazing value. If I say so myself, amazing value. Interesting topics. Played some Metroid. I will try to install Black Mesa. Value not too good. We talked about Black Mesa though. So that's also a little bit of value. Steam is doing something. No, software not ready to play. Black. No, not Back to the Future. Black Mesa. Oh yeah, I couldn't install it because I didn't have any space. I'll fix that. Gabe is taking your money when you're asleep. I need to check that. I will cancel my Steam then. But indeed, maybe it's couch potato. I'm gonna chill out. Amazing value. Amazing. The pay me. Thanks for the resub. Best mod ever. Never here, but best mod. Never here. then there's always like waiting, like, is he gonna pop up in the chat? It's never here. Wanted to be a mod, but never here. He's saying like behind stream, he's like, nah, I don't like the retro games at all, man. I'm not gonna bear to pay me. The pay me has been talking about returning to streaming. Because I get shit when I don't stream. And I know I'm not able to get back to like a regular schedule soon. But the pay me is saying he's gonna come back and stream. We will see. The pay me convinced me not to put my Ducky keyboard in the dishwasher. I don't know, man. I'm not gonna comment on that. I don't know. I'm just gonna say I don't know. I don't want to be in the middle of that discussion. You do what feels good. No, that's already tip. I don't know. I don't know. What I do know though, I'm gonna check out. I was checking out this show, and then I'm gonna end it on Netflix called Midnight Mass. It's sort of fun, but also I don't know. I watched too much of it where I'm like, I will just end it and see the rest of it. But Midnight Mass, it's sort of fun, but there's a lot of talking in it. A lot of talking, which is kind of nice, but also kind of like, okay. An episode is like an hour long, and I'm like, okay, is something gonna happen? And at the end, something happens. And I'm like, oh, cool. I want to watch another one. And then it's like 50 minutes of talking, and then at the end, something happens again. I'm like, fuck off, you did it again. Squid Game was okay. It was okay. It was kind of... it was enjoyable. It was enjoyable. I actually think like the production level was good. I think it was cheesier though. I think I enjoyed the Alice in Borderland. I think it's Alice in Borderland a little bit more. It's a little bit more goofier though. But I think the story was a little bit more fun. And they don't give a fuck about like the characters. They will just kill the characters like left and right in Alice in Borderland. And they also kill like a lot of people in Squid Game, but you know, you kind of know. You kind of know like, yeah, you're gonna survive. Sounds like Randy Pitchford. Who? Alice in Borderland? No, it's not. That's not. No, it's also I think it's yes, Japanese. Rennie in Borderland. No, you ruined it. You ruined it. The value down. Value is down now. You mentioned Randy Pitchford twice. I mentioned it. We fucked up. Mimi Truts. Don't say his name 3 times. Because then another Borderlands thing is gonna get released and it's gonna contain like more Rick and Morty jokes. Fuck off with Rick and Morty. Penny Richford, the good one. I'm talking about Rick and Morty because there's a Rick and Morty joke in, I think, in Borderlands 3, and it's the same. It's same energy, but worse. Thank you. Have a nice day, all. Thanks for watching. I will probably be back tomorrow, but tomorrow is gonna be a busy day. I am definitely not back on Friday. Surprise. Let's just see. Have a nice day. Bye, all. Bye. Randy Pitchford.